falling behind. And I was thinking, the French language has accent aigu, the angle this way over the E, or the angle this way over the E, or the angle this way. This can say below what is to the point above. Number one. When they say angles and angels, wouldn't you think they'd be flying this way and this way, in and out? Why up and down? Is anything really up and down? Because what's straight down will hit your antenna, but our vibration comes within around the vibration. So that's a singletary thought. Second thing is, have you ever seen home plate in baseball? Well, certain things are made in baseball as home plate because two of these that come together, two opposite fields, two eyes, a nose, and here's the mouth. The 3 makes the mouth, the 1 makes the nose, and the 2 creates the eyes. In order to get 360 degrees, okay, 360 degrees, wouldn't we have to go across, or are we just going to make a circle? Let's not count a circle as 360 degrees, because if we wanted to count a circle as 360 degrees, we'd have to be able to create the square. You have to have a square. Going all around the square, okay, is 90, 90, 90, and 90. There are 4 ways around the square, 360. But the reality is, the fastest way around anything is with 3 moves. 120, 120, 120 for 360. The thing is, when you're working on these squares, right, automatically this one over here is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 lengths long. 4 by 90 equals 360 in its own. This is going to be 1 too high. 2 by 90 equals 180, and 2 by 90 equals 180. 1 box, 2 box. Although these lengths are longer than these lengths over here, we're going to just count it the plane facet. 360, 460, 560, 180, 360, a total of 720 degrees to follow this all the way around. Now, if we wanted to get this aspect towards it, it'd be 120, 120, 120. 360 degrees, it would take 3 parts of 120. 90 plus 30 in order to create that. We need the link. Remember, the length of here, they must overlap. The length of here must overlap. We need the link to connect these two sides together. Straight angles, yes, but even to a circle or even to a straight line, there's a flat area at the bottom. When one flat meets this way, over here, and the other flat meets this way, over here, you have to go up like this. 2 flats meet. Do you understand when 2 flats meet? Here's the flat side here, and here's the flat side here of 2 straight lines. This area here is missing. That's where I come up with the alternate of designs. We're going to finish off this design just on one side. We must make everything complete before the design is whole. There's nothing with just one part. Then we have the nose, and then we have the mouth. Over here, here's the mouth. Here's the eyes and the nose. Then we enter in to the mind of the connecting vibrations, or the crown. The racetrack in our head. So we're going to go on to this. I have the design already written down on the other page. And on this page, each triangle is 120 degrees. But one triangle is not complete until you have 4 triangles. It is the minimum. I can do it with 1, but we have no shape or no house unless we create 1, 2, 3, 4. A house in its own doesn't work. That's the original 30 creation. We need the other 30 creation to create the 30 that exists. The 30 here and the 30 here is your 60 on the clock. To create one, let me close this. To create just one, 360 degrees, right? We'll be running in this fashion over here. 120, 120, 120, 120. 480 equals to the sun, S-O-N. 84 equals to Pluto. 486, which also represents the seconds in the day, 42, 44, 46, 488. When you light up two, you light up four, you light up eight, and in between 2, 4, and 8 is 6. It's the middle. It's the halfway. The total of going across from here to here is 120. 480 and 120 is 600. The other side is lost. This equals to 360, and this equals to 360. But we remove 2 and we add it as 1 in between 2 because it's the same distance on the same line. So the 720 gets reduced to 600. So for 1,440 minutes in a day, we're actually at 1,200. There's 240 missing. It also happens to be a 10-day period, 240 hours, or running into the Mayan cycle. When we run this way, okay, knowing that each one of these, okay, is 360, that gives you 1080, okay? This one at the same time is a free 360 degrees or a free 360 degrees, runs in the cycle of man's mind. His cycle of his blood, his DNA, because it is already created from the flow of the other triangles. So when we run 360, 360, 360 for 1080 plus the free 360, because we run on the inside, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We get 6 times 120 degrees equaling to 720, which is a 2-to-1 conversion, which is actually it's 2 parts of 360 and 3 parts, 2 and 3 parts creating 1 in the center. So when we have to create the complete circle of both sides, because we need the reflection to go around, I didn't draw this up properly, 320 is the minimum we can go to go around 3 sides. How do you want to get back? You go back on the same line, or you find life inside. So by creating 2, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Forget about these 2 now. We now have 1, 2 is 240, and 1, 2 is 240, and 240 down here, and 240 down here. Each side, right? Because don't forget, if I'm counting 120, maybe I'm counting it per square. I'm doing it right now per box. 240, 240 is 480. 240 and 240 is 480. That's 960 rotation. 966 or 696 rotation. 54, 9 times 6, 9 and 6 is 15. Mars and the Sun. 54, 9 and 6 rotation. The total is 69, 138, the spirit in the church. 69 over 69 creates 39 inside the sky system. 6 and 6 is 12. 12, L and I. When this comes together, okay, it is the cube that comes together. 21, the cube. That is when the chicken hatches the egg. That means it is the passage, it is the portal. 69, okay. Now what we're going to do is, now we're not counting this area over here. See, this is 240, 240, and 240. The total of both of these is 1440. 240, 240, 240, 240, 240, 240. But we're going to take out 240, and again, we end up at 1200 because of this. So the only way to go around the system would be from here to here to here to here to over here. That is your way around the system. And then this, I'm not quite sure if we would go in and out. I'm not sure the way we would work this, but you would see there'd be 2 gates open. And now how would rotation go? How would we have rotation? I'm not going to continue. I just want to show you we have 960. Okay, 1200, 960 is missing 480 from a day. It's missing 240 from the 1200, and the 1200 is missing 240. What is that calculation? Well, man stands for, on the 6th day came the day of man. So it was 1200 and 240. 4 times 60 minutes. Man's value is a quarter. The number to Earth is 52. So this is the actual scenario for this design. What I want to get into next. So did we understand that? One circle, one circle. Okay, now you see I had to extend it because in order to make this real, I have to do it this way. I have two eyes creating the 8. I have to keep creating my designs before I can get anywhere to understand the biggest picture or the bigger picture. This design, this square that was not done first, what it is it's the Pontiac image design. How can I explain this design? First, I built it like this, okay? First, I built this design like this. Okay, then I connected this inside, and these are the minimums. This is the minimum. If I follow each and every one of these squares, one of these squares is 360 degrees. If I create 2, 3, 4 squares, they're all 360 degrees around. It's 1440 degrees. I need a minimum of 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, of these. Okay, I need 1440, 1440, 1440, and 1440, okay, which is a total of 5760, or in the calendar, the year 2000. Hebrew calendar, our calendar. I need this in order to find this in the center. You need the inside center. You want to call it the pyramid or whatever. You call it what you want. So we need that inside. At the same time, we are losing this area over here. All this area is lost. We have 360 around. I will lose 1 area, 2 areas, 3 areas, and 4 areas. I lose 90. I don't need any of these areas because now I'm going all the way around like this in my circle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 90 equals to 720 minutes in a day. Where's the other ones? Well, there's 90 on this side, 90 on this side. Let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 720, right? I did this wrong. 720. Doing it again. 720. I'm going to do it again. 720. 2880 times 1.25 equals 360 degrees. The inside here of each square, this is lost and this is lost. Right? 360 to go array around, but it's only 180 to go here, 180 to go here, 180 to go here, 180 to go here, 180, 180. The total of each square is 720, 720, 720, and 720. 180, 180, 180, 180. 720, 720, 720, 720. But we're going to eliminate this part and this part. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to eliminate it on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to eliminate here 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So we eliminated 1, 2, 3, 4 by 90, 360. 1, 2, 3, 4, 360. 1, 2, 3, 4, 360. 1, 2, 3, 4 once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, minus 1440, okay, from the total of that. And we have with a day left of 1440 minutes in our day because of what we're obligated to do to find the center. Because that's where we are. We are the center. When I do the opposite, remember the design I was doing with the 7 from NASA? This is the continuation of the design. I did it outside, and now I'm doing it inside. I'm just mirroring this design, just in case it was flipping over back and forth, right? Like gateways, it keeps flipping over back and forth. That's what it'd be doing. I would need this over here is what holds it all. This is your ace band, and your ace band connects right over here. That's where your ace band connects. You already know that A creates ABC, right? A and A creates ABCD. Turn it to the side. A single one is... Anyways, we're not going to get into that. So we see how 360-degree works. We can go over, we can discuss it again. The other thing is, this is all expression. This is all expression, my friends. Because the W, which is also known as the V letter in Roman numerals is 5. When we see the V going up and down in two areas, in all actuality, to make a V go up and down, right? This is one area over here. This is a real area because of the same thing as this. We need to go all the way up to here and all the way down to here to take both sides. You only go up here and down here, you're still in the same side. So unless you're making a W do this, you're taking up two sides. V is on one side, W creates both sides. I go up all the way down like this, I create the big capital V, which is a different story. We're not going to get into it. V, 5, 1 Roman numerals, equaling to IV, life, and 5 and 1 stands for Mars. V is the 22nd letter in the alphabet, reverse 5. I is the 9th letter in the alphabet, reverse 18. 23 creation. It also creates the orange ball. It creates 5 and 9, saying that we are from EIEIO, the farms of Neptune, creation of F. 5 and 6. To the 7th gate, or to the 10th world, it creates 10, 10. To the 7th world, it's 21, father. And to the 4th world, it's -1 and 2, father. But the opposite of +1 and 2, and it's -1 and 2. So when you say father as Abba, and you go minus, it means mother. Minus and plus 12. Because at the same time, 8 and 5, 8 and 5, okay, and 7 and 6, 8 and 5 and 7 and 6 create 13 and 13. 13 times 13, 161. 7 plus 6 equals to 13. 1 plus 3 equals to 4. 7 times 2 is 46. 4 and 2 is 6. 7 and 8 come together, creating 56 and 15 equals to 71. The gateway, 1 times 7, 1 plus 7 equals 7 and 8. That is your gateway, the 7th gate to the divided heavens of F. 14 equals 5, 12 equals 3, electric company. 8 and 7 is your gateway, the reflection of 2 and 3, Venus, Earth, over Uranus and Neptune. Uranus and Neptune, the reverse numerological count. You cannot move Rubik's Cube shifting 4 away from 6. You cannot move Rubik's Cube shifting 2 away from 8. So when they went to Lo Shu, this is what they did. They locked in 2, 4, 6, 8, and they're moving 1973. 1973 is shifting. 2468 is standstill. This is an angle lock. Okay, you see the way it goes up and down? This one is directly through the corners of the blocks. This one is breaking all the blocks. It's missing, it's taking up some, the other one is taking up more, this angle, geometric angle. So I think we've covered a lot in this video. It's been 19 minutes. I'm not sure how my explanation was. There's still a lot of questions and answers. Maybe I missed something. Maybe I didn't explain something right. So here you can see the up and down triangle. One is getting on the highway and it's to slow down. And the other one is caution, I'm driving slow. And the other one is to yield. Yield and I'm driving slow. One is on a tractor. Now the other thing you can say about this is we're not done. And look at this as bent. Take a look at this and look at it as being bent. Right? I'm going to show you something else before I end the video. Secondly, we would need 4 of these in order to create its own reflection. One here, one here, one here, one here. Then we would have to make 16 of these to find the center for all of these because, again, they're actually singular. But at the same time, by doing this, we end up with digital separation. In which digital separation, the dot here and the dot here, well, those are only the centers of the dots. And that's what the actual vision is. When we do this over here and over here, if I can do this properly, how would our reflection work? How would our reflection work? So I'm going to take a picture of this. And voila, I took my camera, took a picture of it, and this is the reflection. You want to look at this as 2Gs. I don't know what the design is yet. Those who can read hieroglyphics, you can see the opening for each leg. You can see the bodies being built. If we want to do this one next to it, okay, I can also, first of all, let's do this one over here. What would the vertical be on it? This would be the vertical on this. If we wanted to check it off and duplicate that again, then what we can go is to distort the mirror image, and now we have the mirror image separation now on both sides of center. At the same time, we can take that and we can go into mode 2. No, you know what we're going to do? We're going to leave it at that. And then we turn it this way and we separate it again. Back to the feet, back to the center. So we're continuously seeing what we can do because these are perfect duplications. We're going to keep it at this one. And now I'm going to go one more time to see. We're going to go again to distort. Right? And there's the original design. And I can turn this into clothing, any kind of design that you want, you know. It's all in there. Then I went to mirror again. And now you have the center to both sides, or the cap or the hat to each side of what it's created. And here's now your digital dots. So if I went vertical in this, right, this is the separation it would now show. So we're going to go back to this angle over here, and this is what we see. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus from the House of Paint. Thank you for watching.